I get in. It's 6 and 3. It's better to be free. And the last one, and you will not see this very often, is the 5 and 4. And of course, it's not a relationship anymore. So 9 and 0, nowhere to go. 8 and 1, have some fun. 7 and 2, work to do. 6 and 3, better to be free. 5 and 4, it's not a relationship anymore. That is, it's not a relationship, obviously, that's ever going to be able to work successfully at an intimate level, particularly if it has to do with career, even more than love. Remember that love relationships that become sexual relationships can become reproductive relationships that create conditioned auras in children. And then the whole thing changes in the way in which the partnership operates. And that the vast majority of people that will come to you for a relationship analysis are not people going into relationships, but people trying to stay in relationships. And they're the ones with children, and they're the ones with much more complex auras involved. It's very common for couples to be able to seek shelter through the aura of their children, so as not to have to deal with the reoccurring mechanical problems in their relationship with each other. So being able to look at a formula like this is an advantageous formula for you going into a relationship, not once you're in there. You know? I mean, yes, obviously it's going to be able to tell you what's at work in that. But because there's going to be the complexity of children particularly, it's not a gauge that you can use. You know when they're alone as a couple that that's at work. But again, so much of what human design represents is preventive medicine. You know, it's about how you get into things. We have to tell our children, you know, so that they can understand that when they get into a relationship, as they're going in, they know what's there for them. It's not about lessening its value that you discover it's a 6-3 and it may not work. It may be fun, after all, for as long as it works. But knowing that that is the kind of relationship where there's always going to be the exit, where there's always going to be the temptation to get out, allows you to see that relationship for what it is and to enjoy it for what it is without further expectation. You know, nothing has a greater expectation than partnership. You meet somebody, you fall in love, there is automatically this bizarre expectation that this is eternal. You know, relationships are full of expectation. They're full of the expectation that there's going to be trust, that there's going to be loyalty, that there's going to be all of these things. It's all expectation after all. You know, the only way you know that you're going to have a partnership in which your partner is always concerned about you is if you're in a 9-0. And you don't want to be in a 9-0 all the time. I mean, you know, we need to have a mix of everything, but you know, if you want somebody that deep inside of your skin, you know, then you're going to have that if you have a 9-0 relationship. But other than that,